A Liverpool transfer trick involving Saul Niguez could save the club millions. With players like Mikkel Damsgaard and Patrick Schick skyrocketing in value, the club could focus on players who didn't make it to Euro 2020 in order to save money. Liverpool need a new midfielder, that's obvious. Georginio Wijnaldum's exit to Paris Saint-Germain has left a glaring hole in the team's midfield that will need to be filled this summer. Since his departure was announced, Liverpool have been linked with a plethora of Wijnaldum replacements. Among them has been Atletico Madrid's Saul Niguez. The 26-year-old has been at the Spanish club since 2010, when he crossed the city divide from neighbors Real Madrid as a 16-year-old. Niguez cemented his status within Diego Simeone's second great side, as they reached a second Champions League final in 3 seasons in the mid-2010s. Niguez formed a stellar partnership with fellow Spaniard Koke, both of whom epitomized the energy and physicality that Simeone demands from his teams. Yet it seems a departure is on the cards. Atletico are closing in on the signing of Udinese's Argentine midfielder Rodrigo de Paul. And it's believed that his arrival could prompt Niguez to look for greener pastures. The versatile midfielder has a release clause of €150 million, £129 million, but thankfully for Liverpool, it's thought that the Spanish side are somewhat more accommodating. And aren't demanding anything close to that amount. It's been reported that Atletico would accept offers in and around the €40 million, £34 million region. Niguez's value has also affected by his absence from the Spain squad for Euro 2020. However, his omission shouldn't come as a surprise, as he's fallen out of favor under Luis Enrique, and hasn't played for the national side since 2019. Yet this is an area where Liverpool could steal a march on other Premier League sides, looking at players who weren't selected for Euro 2020. Lyon's Houssem Aouar is one who fits the mold. The highly rated attacking midfielder, who has been previously linked with moves to Juventus and Arsenal. Has been one of the French side's best players over the last couple of seasons, and given the financial peril of French sides in light of their TV deal collapsing for a second time, Liverpool could use the situation to their advantage and sign Aouar on the cheap. Aouar's compatriot Nabil Fekir, who had been close to a move to Anfield several years ago, is another who missed out on the competition. Fekir moved to Real Betis last summer, but didn't have the best of seasons in La Liga. However, it remains to be seen if Liverpool would go back in for the 27-year-old, given recent history. Roma midfielder Lorenzo Pellegrini is another potential name on the list. Pellegrini did make it onto Roberto Mancini's roster for the tournament, but he was forced to leave early due to picking up an injury. Pellegrini's absence from Euro 2020 ensures that the tournament won't increase his value, in stark contrast to someone like his compatriot Manuel Locatelli. With Roma facing some financial issues, they posted losses of €75 million (£64 million) to the end of last year, and Jose Mourinho due to take over the team. Pellegrini's future remains unknown. With the transfer market in a depressed state due to the crushing effects of the global pandemic, there are bargains to be had. Teams are no longer in positions of strength to reject offers they once wouldn't have even looked at 2 years ago. And for Liverpool, with a tight budget of their own, there is the need to be creative in order to fill the Wijnaldum hole in the center of the pitch. Focusing on players who didn't make it to Euro 2020 may just be the answer.